Welcome to the VCU-ACE Ask the Expert series. I'm Josh Taylor, here with my colleague Dr. Staci Carr, and we're going to be talking about transition planning, specifically with independent living. So Dr. Carr, tell us a little bit, what are the things to keep in mind or the important parts about getting ready for independent living transition?
Independent living is beyond just independent living as far as housing, job, community engagement. It comes back to being able to be accountable for your own well-being. And so things like choice making and problem solving are extremely important. And those are the skills that really you should be working on in elementary school and preschool, but in high school that's absolutely the time to really hone in on those skills. And things like being able to manage your own medication, making choices throughout your day. We make choices as soon as we wake up, whether to press snooze or whether to actually get up, and making those choices throughout the day independently. So whether it's with minimal support or making the choice, and if you make a choice and it's a bad choice, that's okay. We can learn to live with that and learn how to deal with that and cope and manage appropriately. If we make a poor choice and engage in inappropriate behavior in high school, we have a support system there to help us. If we engage in bad behavior on the job, it gets a little bit more challenging. So that's one thing. The other thing is problem solving. Problem solving really helps students navigate their independent life as far as managing their medication, making choices about their food, about their clothing, about their job, about friendships, about relationships, and being able to know what to do if something comes awry. So if there's no peanut butter in the house and you make peanut butter toast every morning for breakfast, what are you going to do? Are you going to not go into work that day, or are you going to decide to have something else? And so really working through those challenges and those problems, and really having parents support that at home as well.
Yeah, I think when we talk about these kind of life skills and focusing on more adaptive skills, we sometimes talk about it or think about it as an either or with academic skills. How do we do both? Because we know we still have to give good instruction that's academically focused in high school for all students.
You're absolutely right, but a good thing about this is stuff that can be embedded throughout the day, and so you make choices. You have to problem solve regardless of whether you're in a math class or in a PE class or social studies. You still have to do that. So instead of really focusing on I have to teach this skill, you just practice it throughout the day, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. And of course you're at school most of the day, but really having that support from caregivers at home as well would be useful.
Great. Any tips for teachers who are kind of maybe new to thinking about these kinds of topics?
Really thinking about fading that adult support as soon as possible, whenever possible. When we think about independence, we think about freedom and thinking about being our own advocate and being able to do things on our own. And that's things like being able to navigate your environment, make choices about how things affect you, your meals, housing, jobs. And so really affording students those opportunities throughout their day is important.
That's great information, Staci. Thank you so much. So for more information about transition, independent living, and lots of other topics, check out our website at vcuautismcenter.org.